What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the 2017 Sierra we just picked up last week. And last video you saw we disabled DOD. What else did I do? Changed the oil and added that catch can. That's been doing great so far. Today we're going to level it though, because as you guys know, these things from the factory have a crazy rake on them. It's like a 3-inch difference. So we're going to install a 2-inch leveling kit. And I think it'll get us pretty close. I think you have to do a full 3-inch to get perfectly level, but I want to keep the factory ride quality. I heard the 3-inch can kind of mess things up and you have to get different control arms and stuff, and this 2-inch level is a lot cheaper. It's like 40 bucks from Rough Country, and this is specifically for the Magna ride as well. There's like a bracket to relocate it or something like that, so we'll see. But we got our Rough Country 2-inch leveling kit here, and I'm kind of surprised. It's like a hard plastic or something. I thought it'd be like aluminum or steel or metal or something, but yeah, these are just like plastic, so just a heads up on that. I mean, everyone in the reviews though said it's no issue, but we'll see. So yeah, we're gonna get started and pop the passenger side wheel off first. Alright, we're on uneven ground right now, but I just measured it. The rear is sitting at 39 inches from the bottom of the tire to the top of the fender well. And front is sitting at 36 inches, so like I thought, 3-inch rake from the factory. And we're about to get rid of that, so I'm going to pop this wheel off. Rotors and pads look pretty good, so that's solid to see. Frame's solid as well. There's no rust up here. Only some surface rust underneath that I saw when I was doing the oil change, but everything's solid. No crazy rust or anything, so that is good news. Rotors looks good too, like I said, along with the pads. Alright, so the way I'm going to try is taking off the sway bar end link right there. I think it's 15 mils, and then removing our lower shock mount, which is where our spacer is going to go, our leveling kit. Remove that, and then remove our 3/18s up here on the top of the shock. And apparently you can pry the spring up and then slide your leveling kit in. So I'm going to try that. Directions say to remove all your ball joints and lower and upper control arms and stuff, so I'm not trying to do all that. Alright, so right now I'm removing our sway bar end link. It's a 15 on top and 15 on the bottom. Gotta hold one in and loosen the other. And so I'm gonna take that off, and then we'll remove our bottom shock mount. Yeah, like I was saying, guys, right here, removing the sway bar end links, and for some reason these were a pain to get out on both sides. They were just super stuck in there and took a lot of torque to remove them. Not sure why, but I was able to get them out finally, and it just took a lot of cranking on them. And for some reason, it was super hard to keep the socket on the shoulder of the bolt straight. I wasn't really able to keep it. That's why I had to hold it on there so much. Not sure what was going on with that. I had the right size and everything, but I think just the shoulder of the bolt was a little weird, but managed to get it off. My end link was super rusted in there, but finally got it out. Took a little persuasion. Alright, so I just loosened our top shock bolts. They're 18 millimeters. You don't want to take them all the way out, you just want to leave a couple threads left, and this is to take tension off the spring. That way when we remove everything, it'll be a lot easier to work with and we can pry up on it. Oh yeah, you have to pop these little connections off too that go on the top of the bolts. They hold in the wiring and stuff. Kind of a pain. I used a flathead and just kind of went back and forth and they popped off. Alright, now I'm just going to remove our lower shock bolts. They're 15 mils. Bam, just like that, they are out. Alright, so now I got everything loosened up, shock bolts are out, and I'm gonna try to pry this up myself on the spring. We'll see if I can do it myself. The videos I've seen everyone do used 2 people, but I'm solo today, so we'll see what I can do. Not gonna lie, I've been struggling to do this by myself, but almost got it. It's definitely not easy by yourself. Almost there though, just prying up and trying to get everything lined up at the same time. Alright, not gonna lie, it just took me like 2 hours to do that first side. It's not easy by yourself. If you're doing it by yourself, it's probably quicker and easier to just unbolt everything like they tell you to, the upper arm and stuff. It was a struggle to get everything lined up by myself. You definitely need a second set of hands, but hey, we got it. Just got everything in. This is how it looks. Just got my sway bar end link back in, tightened up. This is your MagnaRide relocation bracket. It's not super tight. I don't really like how they do that, but might try to find another nut. That's how that goes. It just lifts it up a little bit so it's pretty much even, like how it would be from the factory, to adjust for the lift. Oh, I forgot I need to bolt these guys down, but there's our leveling kit installed. Like I said, kind of a pain. I did the nut up here because the axle's in the way. Totally fine, and then the head of the bolt over here on the top. Tightened them down good. And before you guys even say anything, the heads from the factory are literally underneath, so I'm not worried about that coming out or anything. Alright, so I got to work on the driver's side, and thankfully this side was so much easier. It only took me like literally 5 minutes, whereas the passenger side, I was fighting that for a few hours, not gonna lie. Like I said, it took me a couple hours, and I think it was just the way the coil was lined up and the angle I had to get on it to pry on it. Thankfully this freaking driver's side was way easier. Literally just got it in like 5 minutes. I think it has a lot to do with where the coil's facing, kind of which direction it is, because this side I'm prying up right in the middle, whereas previously I had to pry up like on the side of the control arms, and I think that made it way harder. Whew. Legit took like 5 minutes instead of 2 hours like the other side. Got it lined up. Just got to get this other bolt here lined up, but got this side in. Thankfully this was much easier. Alright, if you have MagnaRide, I wanted to show you a little more in depth how you set this bracket up, just because I couldn't really find any videos on it and the instructions are pretty basic. Also, this kit came with like 4 extra bolts and like extra washers and all kinds of random crap, so I don't know, not super impressed with this kit. But anyways, originally this MagnaRide lever, sensor, whatever, shaft goes down here on the factory hole. You want to take it out, it's just a 10 mil nut. It has threads on this bracket, and you'll slide your new bracket in, bolt it down to the bottom like this way, and then you'll put the shaft up on this top hole. Got a nut and washer on the back side, and then you just thread it through like normal, and that corrects the angle on it. So there's a MagnaRide relocation if you have that. Alright y'all, all wrapped up. Haven't even moved the truck yet or anything, and I just measured the front and we're at like 38.5, a little above that actually. A little over 38.5 inches, and the rear's at 39, so it'll probably go down a little bit once we drive it, but pretty close to level. And like I said, haven't even moved the truck yet. Looks so much better. I'll get y'all some better footage, but we're all done for right now. Well guys, it's actually been like 2 months since I freaking leveled this thing. It's been a while. Finally getting it out to get a little update for y'all, but here's what it's looking like after the 2-inch level in the front. It's not completely flat, not completely level. It's still about half an inch or an inch or so raked in the rear. Pretty close though. I think it looks pretty good. Definitely a lot better than what it was before. I think it's just best to do the 2-inch and avoid the headaches of having the 3-inch. You start breaking ball joints, stuff like that. So I think it looks pretty good though. Like I said, it is like probably an inch or so taller in the rear still. Yeah, this is what she's looking like. You don't sacrifice any of the ride quality doing this, which I was really happy about. Still rides just as good. as it did from the factory, and that's what I was really going for. So overall, super happy with it. All right, back in the truck, fellas. It's freaking freezing out, man. It's like 20 degrees, day before December 1st, and it's cold, man. I'm not ready for it. Absolutely freezing, can't feel my hands. But yeah, man, just wanted to give you all a quick update. Ride quality is great with this level kit. It rides the exact same as factory, which my truck rides really good, so I did not want to mess that up. And like I said, about an inch lower in the front than it is the rear, but before it was like 3 inches. So you do get around 2 inches higher with it, but it won't completely level your truck out, like I said. But you know, hook up a trailer or something, completely level, it'll look really good. And I still like it. I don't mind that it's a little shorter in the front. Like I said, you move up to a 2.5 or a 3 inch level and you start breaking up your control arms and ball joints and wearing stuff out faster. Probably rides worse too. So is it worth it? That's for you to decide. I bought this truck because I wanted it to ride really good, and I absolutely do not want to ruin that. So that's why we're not going too crazy. But that's going to be it for this one. Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and peace, guys.